Welcome to the Deep Dive. We take stacks of info and boil them down to the most potent, surprising, and actionable insights. Today, we are jumping headfirst into Major League Baseball. Yesterday was, well, a whirlwind on the diamond. We've got a ton of daily recaps, lots of analysis you shared, so our mission is clear. Cut through the noise, skip the endless stats, and give you the real story of how yesterday's game shifted the playoff picture. Think of it as your shortcut to being truly in the know, complete with those surprising facts and key moments that'll make you sound like the smartest fan around.
And I got to say, yesterday really was a masterclass in just how unpredictable baseball can be. We saw it all. You had dominant performances, sending clear messages, nail-biting finishes, keeping everyone glued to the screen, and some really crucial games that, yeah, no doubt have significantly impacted the postseason race. It felt like a day where fortunes really did shift for quite a few teams.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Starting with what was arguably the biggest story, maybe the most impactful one. That classic rivalry, Yankees and Red Sox. The Yankees grabbed two big wins against them, not just one, but two. 4-1 in the first game, then 5-3 to sweep the doubleheader. What really jumped out from the sources was just how stifling that Yankees pitching was.
Absolutely stifling.
They basically shut down the Red Sox offense, gave them very little to work with in either game.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here, these weren't just wins, right? They felt like a statement, a real display of strength, of dominance. If you connected to the bigger picture, these wins didn't just firm up their playoff spot. They actually bumped up their odds noticeably. Some analysis suggested maybe a 3, even 5% jump overnight. That's a critical buffer for them.
That's significant.
It is. And for Boston, oof, that's a bitter pill to swallow. Makes their playoff path way steeper. And, losing like that to your biggest rival at this point in the season, that could be incredibly deflating, psychologically tough.
Exactly. The sources really hammered that point home, and they highlighted the Yankees' depth, too, especially the starting pitching. You had Severino looking great in Game 1. That slider was working.
Unhittable in times.
Then Nestor Cortez just picked right up in Game 2. Great command, looked composed.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just pitching. You had timely hitting, too, like Stanton's 2-run homer in the second game.
Like clutch moments.
Shows their offense can deliver when needed, which is, well, absolutely vital heading towards the postseason.
No question. Critical.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit, because we saw a totally different kind of drama, more unexpected maybe, with the Pirates and the Nationals. The Pirates, who've been, up and down, managed to split their doubleheader. Nationals took the first game 6-5, really tight game, back and forth.
Close one.
But then the Pirates, they dug deep, showed some real grit, and won the second game pretty convincingly, 5-1.
This really brings up that whole question about team identity, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And momentum, which is so hard to pin down. This split feels like the Pirates' whole season in miniature.
Yeah.
A team that struggles with consistency, sure, their record shows that. But they definitely have the talent, the spark to surprise anyone on any given day.
Yeah.
They showed that fight.
Yeah, they did.
And for the Nationals, letting that second game get away after winning the first one, that's got to sting. Every win matters when you're trying to build something, especially when a sweep was on the table. That bullpen couldn't hold it. Missed opportunity.
You're right. And the sources pointed out a neat detail in that second game. The manager, Shelton, he tweaked the lineup, moved Brian Hayes up to the 2 spot.
Interesting.
And Hayes responded, got 2 key hits, drove in a run. It's that kind of scrappy play, those little tactical wins, even late in the year.
Yeah.
That can build confidence, right?
Yeah.
Maybe sets a tone for next season.
Yeah.
Shows the manager's thinking, and the players can execute.
Good point. It matters.
Okay, moving from those tight battles to just absolute statements. Some teams just rolled over their opponents, sent clear messages. Let's look at the Phillies. They got a decisive 8-2 win over the Royals. The analysis really emphasized their offense was just like firing on all cylinders, kept putting up runs, never really let Kansas City get comfortable.
Yeah, that Phillies game was clinical is the word. Just perfect execution of their game plan. Real testament to their firepower. What stood out in the deeper dives was how they got offense from everywhere in the lineup, not just the big names.
Mm-hmm.
They hit for power, yeah, but they also worked counts, strung hits together, really wore down the Royals pitching staff. That kind of win sends a loud message. They look like they're peaking at exactly the right time.
Things like it.
And for the Royals, well, it's back to the drawing board, trying to figure out how to generate more offense against top teams.
And it wasn't just Philly flexing. The Astros absolutely crushed the Braves, 11-3.
Wow, 11-3 against the Braves.
Yep. Sources called it a hitting clinic, powerful lineup finding its groove. Abreu had a big day, 3 RBIs. They just jumped on every mistake Atlanta made.
Houston heating up is scary for everyone else.
Tell me about it. And then the Marlins, they put up 8 runs, not once, but twice. Won both games against the Tigers, 8-2 and 6-4. Just serious offensive firepower on display.
8 runs in 2 straight games.
So you see these offensive explosions, these dominant wins from multiple teams. What does it mean for their momentum heading towards October? Is it just a good day or something bigger?
Well, I think these games are way more than just numbers on a scoreboard, you know? They build huge confidence in the clubhouse. They establish an offensive rhythm that can definitely carry over. And maybe just as importantly, they can really demoralize opponents, especially teams they might face later or are fighting for the same playoff spots.
Good point.
So for teams like the Astros, Phillies, Marlins, these are huge psychological boosts. It confirms what they can do when they click, reinforces that they're legitimate threats. It's basically telling the league, hey, we're here and we're dangerous. The engines are hot, and that's what you want in October.
Okay, makes sense. Now let's shift to a series that felt maybe the most telling for immediate playoff implications. A tight race situation. The Toronto Blue Jays swept the Baltimore Orioles, took both games 6-1 and then 5-4.
That's a big sweep.
Huge. First game was pretty straightforward. Manoah pitched really well, a much-needed quality start for them. But that second game, that was a nail-biter. Orioles had the lead late, and their bullpen couldn't hold it.
Ouch. And that's what's so fascinating here, right? The Jays get the 2 wins, gain ground, but crucially, they create distance against a direct rival.
Yeah.
And how they won. One decisively, the other a tense comeback that shows versatility, shows clutch performance under pressure.
It really does.
And it absolutely raises that question about the Orioles' bullpen. The sources flagged that as a major concern after it faltered right when it mattered most in Game 2. Digging a bit deeper, their bullpen FIP, fielding independent pitching, it's crept up lately. Like 4.50 over the last couple of weeks suggests it's not just one bad game, maybe deeper issues there.
Wow, 4.50 FIP from the pen. Yeah, that's not good.
Not ideal, no.
So massive, massive wins for Toronto. They're fighting hard for that playoff spot, trying to lock it down in a crowded field. And for Baltimore, those are brutal losses, missed opportunities they'll be thinking about, especially with those bullpen questions now swirling. Losing both like that hurts.
Oh, definitely costly down the stretch.
Yeah.
Every game against a division rival feels like it counts double.
For sure. Okay, finally, let's not forget the games that had us literally on the edge of our seats. Twists, turns, big upsets. Minnesota Twins versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Twins squeaked out a 9-8 win. Thrilling comeback.
9-8. Wild.
Total back-and-forth slugfest is how it was described. Definitely showed some bullpen weaknesses on both sides. But wow, the tenacity, the offense from both teams just refusing to give in.
That's exactly the kind of game fans love, isn't it? Pure competitive spirit. A team refusing to lose. And the Twins pulled it off. Their persistence paid off in that chaos. And, you know, the deeper analysis suggests it's not just luck. They seem to find ways to manufacture runs late, even with a shaky bullpen sometimes. Winning like that under pressure, that speaks volumes about their mental toughness. Bodes well if they get into those tight playoff games.
Yeah, good point. Then here's where it got really interesting. The San Francisco Giants, pulling off a big upset. They beat the Dodgers 5-1. In the NL West, always competitive.
Giants over the Dodgers. Okay.
Key factors highlighted were Giants pitching Logan Webb was apparently masterful, 7 innings, 1 run.
Webb's been solid.
And timely hitting. They capitalized on some Dodgers mistakes, too. An upset like that just injects fresh drama into that race, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Gives the Giants some real momentum, maybe a psychological boost, too. Proves that even against a powerhouse like LA,
Right.
good pitching and clutch hits can win you the game. Shakes things up.
It's a huge testament to that old saying, on any given day, especially when you execute perfectly like the Giants seem to do.
Right.
That win can really redefine their confidence.
No doubt. Okay, and to wrap up this crazy day, the Texas Rangers. They grabbed 2 wins against the Mets, both pretty narrow. First one, 8-3. Higher scoring. Rangers offense got going early. Second one was a real tight 3-2 game. Classic pitchers duel. Went down to the wire. Tested both bullpens.
Right, and connecting that to the bigger picture, the Rangers winning both, especially that tight 3-2 game, that shows real poise under pressure. They look like a team that knows how to just grind out wins. That's essential for playoff success, where those one-run games pop up all the time.
True.
Their closer, Leclerc, apparently showed real composure in the 9th against a tough lineup. For the Mets, though, man, those 2 losses are a major, major setback for their wild card hopes.
Yeah, sounds like it.
honestly could end up being the most damaging losses of their season, especially getting swept like that. Huge missed opportunities. The road ahead looks a lot tougher for them now. Wow. So, okay, stepping back, what does all this really mean for the big picture in MLB? Yesterday wasn't just games being played. It felt like a narrative, right? Surprising upsets, dominant shows of force, critical division battles, all reshaping that playoff landscape right before our eyes. The urgency was palpable. A clutch hit here, a great pitching performance there. Feels like every game now has playoff weight, just intensifies the drama daily. Precisely. Yesterday's results were such a powerful reminder of how fast fortunes can change in baseball, especially now in this final stretch. Teams on the bubble, they're playing with this incredible intensity. Every pitch, every swing, every decision feels magnified. The playoff picture might be a little clearer, yeah, but that road to the finish, still full of drama, intrigue, and I guarantee you, more surprises to come. We saw teams solidifying spots, others slipping, a few dark horses maybe gaining some unexpected steam. It's far from over.
Fascinating stuff. Okay, so considering how quickly things can change and with so many teams still fighting, here's something for you, our listener, to think about. What single game or maybe individual performance from yesterday do you think will have the longest lasting impact on this race to October, and why? Think about those ripple effects, the psychology. Let us know your thoughts. That's all for this deep dive.